Hi everyone, my name is Victoria Fernandez and welcome to my channel, I Live to Inspire Mental Health. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. I post weekly videos about mental health and my experience with bipolar disorder. So before I start this video, I actually wanted to ask you guys if you could comment or even DM me on Instagram at I Live to Inspire Mental Health, something that you wish people knew about mental health or about mental illnesses. So I've read a lot that people, family members, friends don't really understand what it is if they haven't gone through it. So I wanted to make a video where I talk about other people's experiences and what they wish the world would know about having a mental illness. Another important one is definitely the pressure to have this college experience, to go to parties, join like 20 clubs, do all this, have like 5 internships, you know, all these things that, especially for somebody who has anxiety, can be a really overwhelming. And I know this was a feeling that I felt like I wasn't doing enough and I wasn't going to get anywhere my first like few years in college. And then that ended up not being the case, because somehow always like the puzzle pieces come together. But what I'm trying to say is join the things that you want to join. If you don't want to do something, then don't do it. Nobody's like forcing you, and it's okay to not do it. It's okay to like not go to every party. If you don't like to go to parties, then not going to parties, that's fine. That doesn't mean like everybody's college experience is different. It's just like there's a really loud noise telling us that we should go party, that we should go, you know, to all these things and like join all these clubs. And like, what if you don't want to? And if you don't want to, that's fine. Like, it's your life. And if those things make you have anxiety, if those things are toxic to you, then don't do them. You're not the only one, trust me, that doesn't like those things. And you will find people who are just like you, who maybe don't like those things. Now, if you'd love to do those things, if they help you, if maybe you find a community through groups and clubs and stuff, then that's amazing. Then hold on to those. Make those lifelong friendships, and you know, really take that in. But it's all up to you, and it's important to not feel pressured, because that leads to a lot of anxiety. And like I remember my fair share of panicking, like I don't want to do this and I feel like I have to do this, but like I don't really feel comfortable with it. And it's okay not to. It's okay to have your mental health day. You're not the only one, and like you're really like, you don't have to do all those things to have a really great college experience. And life goes beyond college. That's just one of the things. Life goes beyond high school, life goes beyond college. And I can say personally, I'm really excited for like to graduate. Like I'm a senior, and I'm really excited to see like what's ahead. Like that's like kind of like where my head at, like a super dreaming about that, which is pretty exciting. I also wanted to say that online classes, I know if you're a freshman, you're like freaked out by that because you're used to 8 hours of classroom and stuff. It's okay. Like it's going to be okay. I mean, I'm like saying that by the end of your career in college, you're gonna wish that you had like more online classes, because it's like you can stay home and all that kind of stuff. But it's going to be okay. Like if you think that you might not do better, there are certain ways to manage that. And also like I realized that like for my work, like since I'm working for Google right now, and I have to do it from home, like all online. I was kind of scared, like how am I going to do my internship and all that kind of stuff, but it ended up working out. So it came out okay, and you will be okay. Trust me, it's not as bad as it seems, as long as you keep yourself organized. And I can make a video about that in another time if you guys want. I think I said this before, but make mistakes. I'm not saying like bad mistakes, like do something illegal or anything like that. No, I'm saying make mistakes in the sense of your career, or like take the wrong class. It's going to be fine, because ultimately, you know, college, I think a lot of people are also feeling pressure to finish in 4 years, but that's not the case for everybody. And I believe that that's fine. Go at your own pace. Like it's not the end of the world if you don't do great. It's not the end of the world if you hate a class, or like, oh my gosh, you realize that you hate the major that you wanted to do in high school, and like you're like, what am I going to do now? Trust me, there's something out there. And if there's nothing like super specific to what you do, like for example with me, I'm studying marketing, but there's things about the things that I like to do that aren't included in marketing. So I find my own ways to include those things, such as design and editing and like videography, like all that, those kind of interests that I have that could go into marketing but aren't necessarily what we learn in the classroom. That's what's important to me. So like that's what I'm saying. Like it's fine to make mistakes. It's fine to not do great in a class. You're gonna be okay, even though it seems like this huge thing, like especially, you know, coming into a large university, like you might feel imposter syndrome. You might feel like you don't belong there, like you don't deserve to be there, but you do. If you got accepted, then you deserve to be there. and I'm assuring you that so many people feel the same way that you do, feel like they can't do it, that they're not good enough. Like, I was always thinking like, oh my gosh, like I get accepted into like the university I wanted to go to, but what if like I can't get the grades that other people do? And then I realized that in college, it's not like high school. In college, you're kind of competing with yourself, not necessarily with other people. Unless you're like the top people, then you're like kind of like that. But you're kind of, it's just about self-growth at your own pace, and that is great. And as I said before, there are mental health resources. I can tell you that I went through a lot of mental health weeks. Well, not a lot, but a substantial amount of mental health days that I had to take off from school because I was having an episode, or because I was having a panic attack and I couldn't make it to class, or I was changing medications. And that's okay. Make sure to always go to, in my school there's a disability center, and that's where like you can get accommodations and like all that kind of help. And lastly, to reduce your anxiety, I recommend that you talk to your professors, that you find a mentor. I did that a lot. Whenever I was feeling anxious about my grades, I was feeling anxious about my, mental health and all that kind of stuff, best thing, my professors. Literally, like, she would be like, I remember like I would have professors like, it's okay if you don't turn it in right now, you can do that later, like just show me your note or whatever. Or they would help me through, or like, here's your resources. And I even like had a specific mentor who he helped me throughout my whole college like experience life. Like, I would just go into his office, and we could just talk about anything that could be affecting me, and that truly helped. Like, he was the one that told me, just Q drop the class, it's okay, nothing like that will happen. And he was right. So that's what I'm telling you, to find like that person that will help you throughout your college career, and that's just gonna be a lot better for you. So I really hope that this helps you feel less anxious about going to college. I know that this year is definitely different. This year is freezes inside for a lot of people. For example, I'm going to be taking all online classes because I feel anxious about going back to campus. But I think ultimately, I hope everything gets better soon and we all make it out of this. And I wish that all of you freshmen have a great year despite the circumstances. And I hope that this video does help in some way to make you feel a little better. So with that, don't forget to comment the question that I asked at the beginning of the video, which was, what do you wish people knew about mental illnesses? And please subscribe and like this video and share it, and comment what you want me to talk about next. So with that, always remember that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and a bad day does not mean a bad life.